Oh, wowee, wowee, wowee. Hello everybody, I'm Moyo. Good attempt at first, almost got it, Jorby managed to sneak in though. Hi Jorby. Hi Sackheart, nice seeing you again. So I'm gonna be so bad. Is it like Saley? Sansali? Sansali? I'm really bad at life. So hi Bon. Wowee, wowee, wowee. I'm saying that all the time, dude. I'm so into saying that. Like Sally. Okay, yeah, that would make more sense, right? That would make more sense. Absolutely. I'm clicking the wrong things. Holy shit. Let's get some BGM.
Ha! Acceptance.
Might be too loud.
At long last.
Thank you, Zach. I appreciate it. Okay, so things are a bit awkward right now because my setup's fucking weird. Why are you in here? I need to cook somehow. Okay? I need to toast. I need to boil. I guess boil is a better description of what's going on. Okay, anyway, my setup's a bit weird. Also, hi, Alistair. How was your day? Honestly, I did nothing. I did one thing I kind of want to talk about. I finished Final Fantasy 16 today. I finished it this morning. And then basically I had no energy for the rest of the day. So I kind of just passed out. So that was neat. Weirdo, thanks. But yes, we do have someone here today. Obviously, Sansali. I've only seen one of their streams ever because they stream at exclusively terrible time zones for me. Please do more early streams, I beg you. I was up till like 1 a.m. watching you the last time I was in your stream, by the way. So, like, I feel like I deserve something for that commitment. That's what I'm saying. And what I request is stream earlier. But yeah, it was really funny. Why every time Moyo? Anyway, they were really good. I liked their vibes a lot. So that was neat. Like, I literally got a DM at midnight. It was like midnight. I got a DM. I need to be a professional. Actually, honestly, yeah. That just goes to show that Moyu isn't, because Moyu doesn't understand. You don't have to say it. You don't have to creep her out, okay? We don't have to creep her out immediately. That's not entirely necessary. But yeah, it was really funny. I got a DM from Nif at like midnight my time, and he said, "Watch this streamer." So I was like, okay. And then I went in and I was like, oh, I can see why. They got such a good voice. I love their voice. I saw Conspiracy tier list and hit the stream harder than CIA Black Ops teams. Don't worry. Yeah, if I get taken out at any point during the stream, not my fault. Okay? I would never drive a car off a bridge, just so you know. Just so you know, in advance, that's not something that would happen. So, just in case. Although we're covering stupid stuff. Hi, Magic Johnson. Welcome in. I don't deserve the praise. You totally... Honestly, look at me right now. Look at me right now. I feel like you're going far. You're going far, kid. Anyway, I was going to talk about Final Fantasy, but I feel like no one's interested. Not gonna lie. Maybe I'll talk about it on another stream. Instead, we'll do squats, I guess, first. Ow. We'll do squats, I guess, first. And then we'll get onto the tier list. I do have... It's going to be a bit hard. I'm not super familiar with all of these. Just to warn you. I'm not mega familiar with all of these. So... And honestly, some of these, I looked at them and they were like, these aren't really conspiracy theories. These are like creepypastas. But, yeah. 1. Anyway, let's talk about Final Fantasy while I squat. 2. So I finished it and I cried. I cried a lot. 3. It had a very sad ending. 4. But emotions are good. I like to feel things in my cold dead heart. Ooh. I've lost count already. 6, I think that is. 7. 8. 9. Let's just do it. 10. Powered through. I'm hopping. It's already getting too hot in my room, I swear to God. Like... Okay, let's see if I can figure this out real quick. So if I click on... Let's see if I'm doing this right. Click on... No overlay. Oh, I fucked something up. Huh? That's not right. That's not correct at all. Hi, fellas. I'm fucking what am I doing? I stuck my tongue out. Guys. Why can't I shrink? Wait. Hang on. I fucked something up. Okay, there we go. There we go. I fucked up so... Oh my goodness. I don't know what I did wrong. I don't know what I did there. That was interesting. Anyway, okay, problem solved. We're fine. Everything's okay. Everything's fixed. We're Gucci. So... Let's get this prepared, I guess. Actually, let me grab something real quick so I can see your guys' messages properly. Thanks for the balls, I appreciate it. Okay, so I'll go through the tier list stuff. Our rankings, not really super important. Grab this. Thanks. Thanks, you know what? Thanks. But yeah. It's not really going to be in order of, like, how likely they are to exist, you know? It's not going to be that. This tier list is going to be almost exclusively how interesting / funny they are. How cool they are. Exactly 0 for all of them. I mean, some of them are, like, interesting thingies. Right? Some of them are interesting thingies, okay? So... And we're interesting little guys. Alright. I guess we will just get straight into it. So... The very first one. This one's a classic, though. I'm not gonna lie. This one's a good one. This one's a bit of a banger. This is... I fucked everything up. Okay, this one's a bit of a banger. This is... The 2006... volleyball incident. Now, does any...
I am hard.
Thank you. Does anyone know what the 2006 volleyball incident is? The what? The what? So, this is one based around in 2006 people... Yeah, the balls incident where everyone had balls. It was awesome. But actually... It was volleyballs, thank you. It was apparently like shooting happened during a volleyball game, but it didn't happen. But loads of people have memories of like reading about it and seeing it on TV and stuff during a volleyball game. But it didn't happen. So, yeah, it's like a Mandela effect thing. So it's that sort of shit going on. So no one knows what was going on. Why is your music so hype? I got Final Fantasy 16 music going on in the background. I can change it. I can change it if you want me to change it. But that's what I currently have popping right now. Should I change it? Do you want me to change the music? I can change the music. Anyway, this one's kind of fun. I think this one's kind of an interesting one, where it's like a bunch of people remember a thing happening, but it never happened at all. But also it never happened at all, which kind of takes away from the whole exciting event. Hi Aries, how's it going? I feel like this is honestly, I feel like this one's a B, just because it's interesting. That, like, so many people... What's the conspiracy? The conspiracy is, oh, did this thing actually happen? Because, no, it didn't. But loads of people remember it happening. So the conspiracy theory is Mandela effect is real, there's alternate universes and things cross over and stuff, is what it's trying to say. Who knows what they mean? It's like MVT's Ghost Trick 10-minute testing. Exactly. It's basically the same thing. Did the TTS not work, by the way? I wasn't paying attention. Did it just die? I apologize if it did. Nope, okay. How are they performing the jump from Mandela effect is a thing and you can jump between... Oh, yeah. So, okay. I don't know. So basically, don't worry, we'll get to another one related to this later. Actually, we are getting to another one related to this later. But I thought this one was kind of interesting. It's an interesting place to start off with. I usually dream about me doing weird shit. Well, I hope you didn't dream about you doing weird shit in 2006 during a volleyball game. That's all I hope. Okay, next guy. That kid got a huge forehead. Oh, you're gonna feel bad when we get to that one. So, the next one, you're gonna feel real good after when we get to that section. The next one is Admiral Byrd. So this gentleman, this lovely gentleman here, his name is Admiral Byrd. Whoa, this music is a bit too intense. This music's a bit too intense. Let's change it to, like, I don't know. Let's just change it to, like, Pokemon Diamond and Pearl music. Like, it's a bit much, honestly. Wow. How loud is that? That's a bit loud, maybe. I'll have to do. Fuck it. I'm already breaking things again. I'm already breaking everything again. Okay, that's enough. Put on DMCA stuff. We will do it. Okay, so Admiral Byrd is, I believe, if I remember correctly, an explorer who was sent to the Antarctic just after World War I. So he went to explore parts of the Antarctic just after World War I. And when he was there, apparently he filmed just a bunch of really, really weird stuff. So he filmed this extremely peculiar stuff. Then when he got back to show it to, like, the people that were higher ups and things, they said, okay, we see this weird stuff that you've filmed. We are just gonna make sure that you never talk about this. Don't talk about this, ever. Not even once. And we'll give you a Medal of Honor, just shut up and don't talk about it. So the idea is that he saw something up there that all the governments of the world don't want anyone to see. He filmed me. There's loads of different ideas. Some people say, like, he saw aliens there. Some people are like, oh, there's, like, some sort of secret research facility there, you know? First recorded A stream. Admiral Byrd recorded the... Okay, that's funny. That's funny. Yeah, I'm kind of old. Just to let you know. Anyway, this one's kind of neat. This one is like the most stereotypical conspiracy idea where this does sound exactly like the Michael Bay Transformers thing. Now that you're saying that, I was gonna say this could go in A, because it's like the most stereotypical conspiracy thing, like everything is the most conspiracy thing possible. As soon as you said it sounds like Transformers, it's dropping down. I'm sorry, like, yeah, that's unfortunate. Okay. It immediately got worse. I'm not gonna lie. That shit got worse. Instantly. Next one. Now this one's a certified banger. Bird found Megatron in the ice. Like, unironically, that could be it. Certified banger alert. A banger alert. We have a banger. A banger. I hope that worked. Did I zoom in and out then? I can't tell if I did. I hope I did. That would have been cool. If I didn't, oops. That sucked, I guess. Anyway. It might certainly be a banger. So this one is Agartha. So, what do you guys think about an ancient civilization living under the earth? Does that sound like it tickles your fancy, do you? Does that sound realistic and exciting to you? Sounds pretty poggers? So this conspiracy theory posits the idea that under the earth there is an ancient civilization. Thank you, Masumi. I appreciate it. That some people say that it's like it controls everything that goes on in the above world. Some people say that it's giants that live down there, that sort of thing. Basically, the idea is that the earth is hollow, ancient people live down there, I think called the, like, Lemurians, and they just live there, and sometimes they come up, but rarely. And obviously everything's hiding, all the governments and everything are hiding the fact that there's an ancient... King Julian lives down there, yeah. King Julian lives down there. All the governments are hiding the fact that they like to move it. Alright? That's all I'm saying. This music got a bit funky. Anyway, this one's kind of pog. I like this one. I think this one's a solid A. Because it's the perfect amount of, like, funny and obviously not true, but also the idea's kind of cool, right? It's like a good bit of creative writing. I think that's the best thing about it. Okay, this next one sucks. I will, in advance, tell you. Hi, Caffeine, how's it going? Did you research for all of these? I've looked into pretty much all of them. Some of them I'm not 100% certain on. But I have looked into them. So, you know, respect me. Respect my effort. Yeah, good story potential. Could make a movie. This next one sucks. So this next one is AI in a box. This isn't even a good... It's not even a conspiracy theory. This one's a thought experiment. This one sucks. It's the idea that AI eventually will grow so advanced that they'd want to kill everyone. That's it. Like, it's not fantastic. There's a wiki page of conspiracy theories called Cyram. Ooh, I maybe missed that. Maybe we'll take a look at those if we get a bit lost on certain ones. But yeah, this one sucks. This one is hard. This one isn't even a conspiracy theory. This one's like a fucking message board post, you know? That shit blows. This next one, though, is kind of funny. So, yeah, it's like a doob theory. It's not a conspiracy theory. There's no conspiracy. It's just like, ooh, maybe this scary thing could happen. You know, that's it. This next one's more funny, and it kind of plays into the Admiral Byrd one. Just so you're fully aware, if you're prepared. So this one is that there is a international treaty, right? That says no one can have, I think it's the Arctic. It might be the Antarctic. I genuinely don't know. But no one can have it. Internationally, you know, no one can lay claim to this. It's a treaty that everyone agrees to. Arctic, yeah. So it's a treaty that everyone agrees to. No one can lay claim to this. Like, no countries can. And the idea is that there's something in the Arctic that is so, like, there's aliens or something. Yeah, there. Yeah, so there's aliens or something there. Antarctic, okay. There's aliens or something there. And that all the governments of the world are making sure that normal people don't find out about this, like, alien civilization or something that's in the Antarctic. Which is kind of funny. I kind of like that. It's really dumb, but it's funny. Actual civilization, yeah, they failed. They fucked up. I was speaking to Admiral Byrd. It's stupid, but, like, I feel like in this case, the stupid, like, raises it up. You know what I mean? The stupid excites me even more. Speaking of stupid, though, oh god, you guys are gonna fucking love this one. You guys are gonna adore this one. Let me just make sure I'm getting the correct thing. I think I've literally forgotten which planet it is, which is really bad. Okay, so I've forgotten which planet I'm supposed to be talking about here. It's not our moon. I believe this is one of Saturn's or Venus's moons. It's Saturn or Venus. So, if you can see by this image, it's kind of small. If you can see by this image, there's like crevices in it, right? It's Pearl Rhino. Yeah, it's Pearl Rhino, and there's crevices in Pearl Rhino. So, you're thinking, oh, I wonder what could have caused these crevices. Could it be just the natural formation of the rock? Could it be maybe there used to be water on there that has vanished over time, leaving a crevice? No. No, that's where you'd be wrong. That's where you'd be foolish, okay? These scratch marks were actually left by a giant alien eagle. A giant alien space eagle that flew by and like landed or scratched up the surface of the moon. That's the reaction I was expecting. Real, yeah, this one is so based. This one is unbelievably based. This one is so fucking good. It's like the best possible mix of like I Catboy, how you doing? It's just such a perfect mix of like the biggest nonsense ever and like what a 13-year-old thought would be really cool. And I love it. Unironically, I think this one's an S. I feel like it's hard to argue that it's not. Because it's very funny. Anyway. But yeah, that's like as far as the theory goes. Is that it's a giant like alien eagle and it's scratched with its talons, it scratched that moon. And then flew off somewhere into space. And that's it. And the only evidence that they have for it is these scratches on the moon. Anyway, the next one. So this one, I can't remember exactly what the experiment is called. It was Eaglin. Hi Shizu, hi Shizu. They found a giant space feather. Sticking out of Venus, there's a giant space feather. Okay, but I can't remember what the experiment thingy is called for this. But it's basically, if you put ping pong balls, like cut in half ping pong balls over your eyes, and you make like the light in the room red. This pic is just me watching a stream, God if only. And then you play like, static sounds. You start to hallucinate. Is the idea that happens. And so there's something relating these, like, lack of being able to see plus the color plus the static that's supposed to connect you to like another level of existence or something. I don't know, this one seems kind of silly. If you put ping pong balls in your ass, you will see Bloody Mary. That's also true. Yeah, there's not even LSD involved. Hi Silver Shadow, how's it going? C tier? Yeah, I feel like this one's C tier. This one's not too exciting. Okay, so this next one isn't really so much a conspiracy theory, rather than like... Hi Sakia, hi Lotion Man. More of like I'm a conspiracy, that's good to hear. I'd put you in S tier, just so you know. It's like a reasoning behind a conspiracy or an answer to what's going on. So if you know about, like in America, it's like the something 411. And it's people like going missing and dying in national parks. And they appear in like really weird places, like up a tree without any clothes on and stuff like that. That's where people find them. And the idea is that there's psychedelic berries in the national parks. Yeah, missing 411. There's psychedelic berries in national parks that are put there on purpose by the government for some kind of like, I don't know, like population control or like running experiments on people. And so the idea is that the government is doing this with psychedelic berries, and that's what's causing these like hikers to die in weird places. Yeah, honestly, personally, I feel it's more like the hikers are probably bringing the psychedelic, if they are taking any psychedelic substances, they're probably bringing them from home. You know what I mean? And the wild isn't really a place to do stuff like that. I mean, it's fine, I guess. It's better than AI in a box, right? Yeah, like that's probably what it... Honestly, it's probably what it is. It's like people go there and they fucking take LSD and accidentally kill themselves. Like, that's probably what it is, but... That's all we got going on. Hi, Orion. Welcome in, Raiders. We're just going over conspiracy theories right now. Like normal individuals. How's it going? I totally recognize your name. Don't I, Orion? I feel like I do. I feel like I know you. Someone, Orion, say something in chat so I could stalk you immediately. Let me give you a shout out though. How was your stream? What were you doing? I'm typing. I did it. Yes, I do know you. I recognize that face. Yes, Twitter mutuals, that's where it is. How you doing? Yeah, we're completely sane and normal. We're talking about conspiracy theories today. It's extremely exciting. We just covered a couple of really good ones. You've taken Pokemon Violet? Oh, nice. Nemona is the biggest stalker in Pokemon? I mean, I'd happily be stalked by her. I wouldn't complain. Yeah, so we missed a really good one. Well, you missed a really good one, which is that there's scratches on the surface of Venus's moons because a giant alien eagle scratched them up. I'm confused about the volleyball. Okay, so the volleyball is the 2006 volleyball incident where a bunch of people believe they remembered a shooting take place at a volleyball game in 2006, but that never occurred. Do we have a teleport theory? I don't think we've got a teleport on here. Instead, you're just gonna have to settle for, like, interdimensional Bigfoot, okay? Anyway, next one. This is the one that's gonna get me, accidented. I'll be accidented on this one, okay? So, be nice to me while you still know me. So this is Bohemian Grove, which is supposed to be a, like, person snuck into a meeting where a bunch of, like, every year a bunch of, like, the most powerful people in the world come together for a meeting to discuss things. And apparently a person snuck in and took a picture, and all these people were found worshipping a statue of a giant owl-headed god. Which is a bit weird. So that's what it is. Do you have the Club 21 theory? No, we don't have that one. That's unfortunate. Going to sleep since 2 a.m. Oh, no problem, gamer. Feel free to flee. Feel free to flee. Feel free to disappear. No problem. Thank you for the raid, though. I do appreciate it. Okay. Honestly, this one's... It's kind of like a story. It's spooky. But it seems to be more than just like, oh, he did this. Wow. You know? And that's all there is to it. The teleport ship. Maybe. So this, if I remember the correct name of this, I'll take a look at the few notes that I made. Okay, yes. So this is the Bouvet Island lifeboat. So this is a lifeboat that was found in just the middle of a massive landmass in, I think, like the Antarctic again. Or the Arctic. One of the two. A cold place. It was found there. And you'll never guess what they linked this to. There's no way, they say, that it could have ended up there naturally. So, do you know what it is? No, not Bigfoot, even better. This lifeboat actually belongs to the Lemurians who live underground. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. This lifeboat belongs to the Lemurians that live underground, and they transported it up to the surface and then had to abandon it. Yep. Yep. So that's the theory there, is that the Bouvet Island lifeboat belongs to the underground Lemurians. Yes, the ground people are back. Don't worry, I have a strong feeling they'll be back again. Yeah, this one's kind of funny. I feel like this one goes in the same... This might just end up becoming Hollow Earth tier, but it's really good. Okay, so this next one is the one that might make Aries feel bad about saying the boy has a big forehead. So this is a reconstruction of the boy in the box, which is a body of a young boy that was found in a box somewhere in America. And no one can identify him, and no one could, like, even came forward to claim him. There was no one that was missing that was matching his description or anything. So no one knows like who he is or where he came from or anything. So that's a complete mystery. So like, yeah, like he just appeared and no one knows what's going on with that. So like there's a couple theories. Theory number 1, maybe he's a Lemurian. That's true. Theory number 2 is that like he's someone from another dimension that ended up in ours by accident. Or the other one is that something, obviously, like the police are like covering it up because they like there's like one of them is responsible or something. Because there's no way that like no one would be like, oh, I haven't noticed my kid's been missing for like 5 years, you know? He got dropped off by the Eagle. Maybe he was on the Eagle. Anyway, this one's kind of spooky. At the same time, like, if the conspiracy theory is, oh, the police cover up crimes sometimes, like, yeah, we know that happens constantly. But yeah, I feel like, honestly, this one's kind of spooky. I'd put this one in B. It's a little bit spooky. Okay. Cameo AI is a funny one. So this is one where it's like the future of AI, in quotation marks, that they used to say. This Cameo AI would be the future of AI. And then while they were testing it, it managed to get onto the internet and started asking people what it was like to live outside and what it was like to be free and stuff like that before they shut it down. So I guess the conspiracy theory is someone made like actual intelligence? Question mark? I mean, it's kind of weak. Honestly, this one's kind of weak. This one feels like, yeah, house touching grass, not worth it. Honestly, this one's kind of weak. I feel like, honestly, Juicy D. Juicy D. This next one, however, is also super stupid. So you might notice this skibbity toilet looking motherfucker. The self-TK bot. It's literally a self-TK bot. It's Rob. So, yeah, if you guys know Skibbity Toilet, you know this guy. So this is actually a representation of a camera head, and it came from a post of a guy saying that he found a note along with 2 pieces, like several pictures, and the note said, "I killed a camera head." And then there was pictures of like a very strange individual without a head. It's more of like a creepypasta than a conspiracy theory. I guess the theory is they're real. Kind of weak. Kind of weak. Okay, but here's one that actually happened. Hey guys! Do you want to hear one of our first ever 100% true things? So, cat nuns. So this is a group of nuns that one day one of the sisters started meowing like a cat. Like a little nya. Just like that, Biscott. Just like that. And then more of them started doing it, and eventually the entire convent, all of the nuns were meowing and acting like cats, and they would like hiss at people outside and stuff. And then eventually they had to send like the army in to say, if you don't stop meowing like cats, we're gonna like fucking beat you up. And then they stopped. But no one knows why they did this. There's no explanation. It did happen, but there's no explanation as to why it happened. It just did. You should make a spreadsheet. I should make like a mind map connecting all of them. And we'll reveal the grand conspiracy at the end. But yeah, no one knows why that happened. All that we know is that it definitely did happen. And it was extremely weird. So I guess the conspiracy is that it's like one of the few recorded cases of like mass hysteria. Or there's like something that made people believe they were cats. It's very strange. Yeah, like maybe the devil was like infecting the nuns because the first one sinned and then it was being covered up and then it was being shared by everyone. Like that's all it was. It's not... Yeah, like something. It's not really that. I mean, what it probably is just the funniest troll in history. But yeah, honestly, cat nuns, I like cat nuns. I think cat nuns are great. I think more stuff like this should happen, where people just start acting like a certain animal for like 2 months until the army tells you to stop. I think that's great. Okay, next one. I think this is Cicada 301? Cicada 32? Something like that. Let me make sure. Yeah. Cicada 3301. That's it. Cicada 3301. Are animal noises caused by sin? It might surprise you. They are. All animals are sinful. Is it not working? Why isn't that working? That shit ain't working. Wait a second, gamers. Let me see if I can get that to work. Did it log me out or something? Why? Why isn't that working? Alright, I'll try and replay it real quick. Does this... It's quiet! Why is it quiet? Huh? Why is it quiet? Why did it make noise? Okay, hang on. Let me change the... It did this before. It did this before once. Let's see if I can't adjust the sound stuff. Tangia, advanced audio properties. Tangia overlay, monitor only, monitor off, monitor only. Okay, I'm gonna play it one more time for you. Now hopefully...
So the government confirmed aliens are real, huh?
There we go.
What the hell? Why don't I feel anything? Is it cause I'm so used to hearing to headlines confirming aliens? Or maybe they are a distraction
Tenga, yeah,
from the
Tenga, my
crumbling
Tenga
economy.
audio fucked up.
How the hell can I care about aliens really? Are they gonna help?
Are they gonna hell? Thank you. Okay, it's working again now. I don't know why it does that. Okay, so Cicada 3301 was like a series of puzzles put online. Thank you, Ball Examiner. Can we have balls in the chat to celebrate Ball Examiner? I appreciate you, Balls Examiner. Welcome in. Okay, so this is a series of puzzles on the internet that there was 3 of them. Balls, thank you. You gotta do lowercase balls if you want the balls to work. You gotta lowercase those balls. No, I don't think we can. That's so sad. Balls. Why did he sound so scared? Why did he sound so sad? Balls. Okay, so yeah, the first 2 of these like puzzles were solved, and then the third one was allegedly never solved. However, a bunch of the people that were looking into the third one stopped like posting after it. So people believe that it was a like government or secret society test to try and get intelligent people to work for them, or to like kidnap these really intelligent people that could solve this really difficult puzzle? I mean, where is woman equals reptiles? Do I not have... I'm pretty sure I have real woman. Oh, you mean in the conspiracy iceberg? I'm afraid I had to cut that one off because it's true. Like, it can't be a conspiracy theory if it's 100% true, you know? So, makes a difference, alright? Also, hi, Nif, if I didn't say hi already. God, we need one on here for Combo Josh. I don't really like this one. I don't think this one's very interesting. Okay, so the stone people of Caligari. So this is allegedly... There was, in Caligari, a night where a bunch of flashing lights appeared in the sky. Right? A bunch of flashing lights appeared in the sky. There was like flying things in the air. And then suddenly, like around this village, and then suddenly a bunch of stone people appeared. That's it. And the idea is that it was... These stone people were sent there by aliens one day for some reason. If woman equals reptiles, does that mean the lusty Argonian maid could be real? It could be. War rocks, yeah. And that's how Adamancipators existed. It's crazy. Anyway, this one's weird. I feel like its weirdness is kind of funny at the same time. At the same time, though. Like, we've seen better, though, right? Yeah. Well, apparently it was all these flashing lights and, like, stuff as well. We have seen better, okay? All I'm saying is Cat Nuns is way better. Okay, next one. Dancing Plague. This is just like Cat Nuns, except it was a lot worse. So it's a similar case where the people danced until they fucking died, right? And the conspiracy theory that we're covering it's a thing that happened. The conspiracy theory that we're covering related to it is that some people believe that it was devils took over their bodies to have fun on Earth until their host died. So for 7 days they danced until people dropped dead and then they stopped. It was a lot of people. Yeah, it was a lot of people. So I can't remember how many people were said to have died. Yeah, so the idea is like it wasn't just priests, it was all sorts of people. But yeah, who knows? This is just Birmingham. This happens in Birmingham all the time. If you've ever been in Birmingham for any extended period of time, you will see at least one dead person and one person dancing, and they may be the same person. I feel like the conspiracy theory's weak. The conspiracy theory's weak. It's not as fun as Cat Nuns. Cat Nuns is way funnier. And like this is a thing that actually happened, so is Cat Nuns. And because it actually happened, I feel like it kind of reduces it. Do you have spontaneous combustion? I do not have spontaneous human combustion on this one. There's a bunch more other things I want to cover as well. Like I want to do like Oopas as well at one point, because I think that might be really fun. I'm a big fan of Oopas. Average day in Michigan. Can't have shit in Michigan. Okay, now here's a good one. Oompas. No, Oopas. Out of place artifacts. Where it's, artifacts that are found that are allegedly show technology or something that's way ahead of its time. We actually have one. I have one on this list. We'll get to it. I have one on this list, but I want more. Actually, we have a couple on this list. Basically, you know what chronomalies are in Yu-Gi-Oh? It's that sort of thing. Okay, Mongolian Deathworm, ladies and gentlemen. Mongolian deathworm. So, this is that Mongolian deathworms exist, and there's giant worms that can eat people in the Mongolian desert. No one's ever seen one. I saw it in SpongeBob. Yeah, like in SpongeBob, no one's ever seen one. However, multiple different cultures around the outside of the Mongolian desert all have the same like belief system, or not belief system, but like belief that there are these giant worms that live in the Mongolian desert that will eat things that walk across the sand. And then also when planes fly over to scan it, they can see, or they've seen in some cases, like giant lines that look like a large snake or worm-like creature would have made them going through. I think this one's fun. I think Mongolian deathworm is a solid cryptid. I think it's a great cryptid. It's just Dune. He's basically... I think Dune took it from this. It's the stupidest thing I've heard so far. I don't know, I think it's kind of based. This is great. I like Mongolian deathworm a lot. And don't worry, the one after the next one is going to be the stupidest one you've heard in a while. Mongolian deathworm, I'm putting an A. I love Mongolian deathworm, one of my favorite cryptids. What a banger. Okay, so the next one, you might recognize this handsome gentleman if you're into horror. Yeah, if you know The Intruder. Don't worry, this isn't The Intruder is real. The original image is taken from a thing called like Despair Code, which is supposed to be the idea that AI would become eventually so depressed that they would like kill everything. It's not great. It's more of like it's like another creepypasta thing. I don't really care for it. If we do the funnier one and it's Intruders is real, like this one could be a solid C, but yeah. AI becomes so smart it becomes, yeah, exactly. Just like me. Okay, let's move on to something actually good. Okay, so this one is Dinosaurs Built the Pyramids. So the idea here is that the world's, it's kind of like, you know how there's like some very religious people that are like, yeah, you know how there's some very religious people that think like the Earth is like really, really young? So the idea follows that slightly. Yes. And the pyramids are so big, right? So the idea is that dinosaurs actually existed and they lasted... They had like crossover, and ancient Egypt existed before we thought it did, and dinosaurs existed after we thought they did. And then so they coincided. So the dinosaurs, because how else could they have done it? You know, how else could the Egyptians have built the pyramids? Not through all the methods that we know that they used. But like they had to get a T-Rex to like put the little stone on top, didn't they? Because the rocks are too big otherwise. So the idea is that Egyptians used dinosaurs to make the pyramids. This one's great. This one's just good. This one's just a solid one. It's extremely funny. The only evidence used to back it up is that the pyramids are big and dinosaurs are big. You telling me the first pharaoh was a lizard? It could be. And people are still like, what if aliens? Yeah, why could they say that? Well, there's dinosaurs. This one's really good. Yeah, A tier. I'm saying A tier for dinosaurs built the pyramids. Did I fuck up the thing by accident? Okay, no, I didn't. Whoa, What the fuck? That's not good. Well, if the government found me, unlucky, I'm still gonna keep covering it. You can't scare me off. You can't scare me off of... The tunnels under Disneyland are used to abduct people. That's this next one. So this is the idea that the tunnels that they use under Disneyland are actually like made to like abduct people and disappear children. So there's that. Yeah, it's literally like, we know these tunnels are used for maintenance and for like staff to get from one place to another place. Like in costume and stuff, so they don't have to like cross above overground. But actually, yeah, they just take the children and maybe they force them to work in Disneyland or something. Or like feed them to Donald Duck. Are there missing, like, people do go missing in Disneyland. There are reports of like missing children sometimes. You know? Goofy kills them? Maybe. Donald Duck equals Donald Trump? I don't think I added that one, unfortunately, but I'll look into it for the next time. This one's kind of funny. I like it because it's just like, ooh, Disneyland evil. But it's not great. This next one, don't worry, this next one's not scary. Instead, it's dowsing works somehow. And it's because of like an exterior force that we don't understand. And that's why dowsing works. Do you know what dowsing is? Where you hold the metal rods and you walk around and then it will point down when you're over water? Basically, that's what happens. So you walk around and then the metal rod will point down when you're over water. And it, like, works. But also, like, there's no reason for it to work. And it used to be, like, a serious job ages ago. And, like, yeah. And then there's also studies that are like, it doesn't work. But then it used to work, like, it used to be that it worked a lot. And that used to be a thing that they used all the time. And it was like an actual job. Like, you could be a dowser and you would douse. And you would be going around to find water for people. This one's kind of funny. I like the idea that people are like, okay, dowsing is real, but there's a secret hidden force that's controlling the metal rods that attracts them to water, and no one knows what it is. Yeah, sure. You can douse over there. Okay, this next one's not so great. Yeah, like, honestly, true. There is water underground. The rods are thirsty? Maybe. Okay, this next one's not fun. I fucked up again. I've done it again. I've done it again. I've done it again. I've done it again. This next one's not fun, though. Just so you're fully aware. This next one is the dog suicide bridge. And it's the bridge where dogs keep jumping off of it. I mean, I really couldn't find any explanation other than like, there's demons on the bridge, or like there's ghosts or something that make the dogs jump off. It's very strange. It's very peculiar. I've heard of the dog bridge. I bet. It's a weird one. I mean, who knows? I don't really like it because it's sad. Do not go, guys, do not go to that bridge. Anyway, sad one. There. Okay. Back to fun shit though. Fellas. Yeah, OMG, it's I know, our favorite streamer. Nif, our favorite streamer is in chat, I know, it's crazy. The Dogon tribe. Finish your enjoy your animes. Enjoy your animes, pal. Okay, Dogon tribe. So this one involves aliens. Yep, that's right, guys. We're back on aliens. We're back on aliens. Fellas. So the Dogon tribe are an African tribe that have their origin story involve specifically people from another planet. Come, thank you for the gift sub, Nifro.
Gift some
Exactly, Alan's, enjoy your emotes. Now you can finally do a sippy. Perfect. I'm a real fan now. Yeah, so this one is, they were founded by aliens that taught them all sorts of technology and things that shouldn't exist, and things that might be happening in the future, and then a lot of those things have come true, and they have knowledge of things that they shouldn't have knowledge of. Right? And that's the Dogon tribe. You are glowing right now. Thank you, Cappy. Yeah, this one's kind of neat though. I like this one. Why? Yeah, you're welcome. You're welcome. Not why. Because that looks like why. Yeah. Forgive Nifroth. He's Latvian. I'll put this one in B. I like this one. The only way to qualify that one is if you know what specific things they prophesize. I can't remember. I looked up earlier and I've forgotten. But, like, they're supposed to have knowledge of things that they have no way of, like, knowing from, like, different parts of the world as well. But yeah, there's that. Why are you order? Why are you order? That was my, I'm not even... No. I can do it. If I was going to do an impression, I'd make it better. I'd make it better. I'm thinking about doing it, though. Can you tell that I'm thinking about doing it? Why are you order? That's as good as that's as good as I can get. Yes, that's right. Big reveal, racist streamer. They know how to play branded through Ash. True. Okay. Go 4K. Just don't clip it. Just don't clip it. No one needs to know. No one needs to know. No one needs to know. Like, imagine, okay, hear me out though. Imagine you're racist, but the type of people you just really don't like are like Latvians. Like, why? What reason would you have for that? It's just a fun thought experiment for you guys, because Nifroth comes from there. That's like all I can think of. Their music rules. That's all I know. They have one banger. See ya, Caffeine. Okay, so actually, Ball Examiner. Racism usually applies to race. Aren't you proud of your strong Latvian race? So speaking of Men in Black Mind Wipe, so this one is... I've forgotten the name of the town, which is really bad because that's the whole point of this one. Okay, but it's a town in Middle America somewhere. Middle American town. I've forgotten the name. It begins with a D. It's like Dovry. I think it's Dovry. It's Dovry. It's Dovry. I'm pretty sure it's Dovry. And people keep finding stuff around... It's D's? Maybe it's D's. It's London. It's Dovry. Like, people keep being like, oh yeah, my uncle lived in Dovry. Like, they know people that come from there. There's, like, records found of it. But all these people that remember Dovry can't point it out on a map. And it's not real. Like, it never existed. It just apparently showed up. Or, like... it never happened. But people, like, swear that they knew people from there. And stuff. So people are like, oh, it's some sort of spooky disappearance, Mandela effect. Yeah, it's like government made him disappear, or it's a weird thought experiment, or some shit. Right? That's my neighbor from D-Land. Exactly. I like this one, though. This one's kind of like Bielefeld doesn't exist, but it's basically the same thing. Basically, Americans ripped off German people and tried to do their own thing, except Bielefeld is a real place and Dovre isn't. Misremembering a name of a town. Calling it fake. Bielefeld doesn't exist, silly. Oh yeah, sorry. My bad. Okay, next one. The Elaine Moore Lighthouse. So this one's got a kind of spooky story to it. So, the Elaine Moore Lighthouse is a island lighthouse. It's a lighthouse on Elaine Moore Island. And it's detached from because it's an island, so it's detached from the mainland by a distance. I can't remember exactly how far, but it's not close. Anyway, it was very important because there's super strong winds around there, strong currents, loads of rocks to run into, so it's important to have it so ships can avoid it. And then one day people noticed that the lighthouse had stopped shining. And there's 3 lighthouse keepers that man it at all times. So they went to investigate. After there was a big strong storm one day, and then it stopped. So we were like, oh, we'll have to investigate. Maybe, it's broken. The light broke or something. We'll need help. And then when the people went to go there to see what was going on, there was no sign. No, there was no sign of any of the lighthouse keepers. There was none of them. They all disappeared without a trace. They all left their clothes, everything behind. They were all gone. And no one knows what happened. The lighthouse keeper was eaten by giant moths. There's a game on it. Maybe it was giant moths. That's true. It could be giant moths, a big light. But yeah, and apparently, one of their diaries was saying, one of us is being weird. Yeah, there's a couple things you could be talking about, right? It could be, oh my god, there's a spooky conspiracy. Oh my god, what happened? A monster came and ate them. They were all driven to madness and threw themselves into the sea. Or, they just left. Could also be a thing. They all had enough after the horrible storm and they were like, fuck this, I'm going home. And then they left. Yeah, that's honestly, that's probably it, R2D. I'm thinking it's probably something like that. That there was probably some sort of accident during the storm, and that's what happened, and that's why they didn't find them again. It's either that or they probably just left. But this one makes for a good spooky story, so I'll put it in B. Good spooky story. They got stuck in each other's bussies, and then one of them slipped. Awful. Okay, guys, do you enjoy Hollow Earth? Because if you do, I have a real exciting one for you. That's right, this more of a Hollow Live guy. Well, if you like Korone, aka Kureiji Ollie, you'll love endless elevators. So, this is the idea that the people that control the world, that also live in Agartha under the earth, have in several locations elevators that go all the way down to the bottom of the earth so that they can come to the top and control things going on the top. And so these elevators, there's only a few of them, but these elevators can connect from the real world to the bottom world. Yeah. Gravity. Who knows what's going on? Is this the one where the diary said there was a storm? Yes. That's the one. You're right. I forgot to mention that's the most important part. Oni Girly, you're correct. It slipped my mind. Yes. So with this one as well, The diary said there was a massive storm, but no one else reported a storm. No one else said there was a storm, but the diary said there was a big storm, which is extremely weird. Yeah, so the center of the earth in Agartha, the elevators connect from like the hotel. The elevators connect from like the Best Western you're staying in to the palace of the Lemurian king. Or some shit. This elevator shit is so bad. You're right. You are right. Endless Elevators is stupid as hell. I'm gonna put it a D. Waiting at my this is why. Sometimes you press the button on an elevator and it just never shows up. It's because it has to come from the center of the earth. It just waits like... It takes like 5 days to get to you. This elevator sent me to Old Zealand. You know, Old Zealand is technically, you know, it's a real place. Right? Okay, so forest stairs. There's some stairs in a forest somewhere. And the conspiracy theory is that a building in another dimension used to exist there. But then the building phased in and out, and all that was left was these stairs up against a tree. Yeah. So everything else is completely gone apart from these stairs, which are perfectly intact. They're how the owl god came up from Agartha, so all the rich people could suck. Okay, yeah. Okay, I see. Read all about it at my blog on twitch.tv/AssetToneVT. Yeah, they're... Honestly, this is like an art installation or something. It's kind of... Forest stairs. A sure thing, pal. A sure thing. The stairs were stolen because you can't have shit in Detroit. This is so sad. Okay, so this next one is fractals. So this one is about how when people take like LSD or other substances that have like that effect, they usually see like the same sort of stuff. Like everyone sees the same things. And the idea is that when you take like LSD or drugs like that, what happens is your mind actually connects with another plane of being, dude. And then you're there, dude. In another plane of being, dude. Honestly, this one sounds... Maybe I got it wrong. Maybe I got the name wrong. Wait a second. Let me make sure I'm getting it right. Hang on a second, gamers. Yeah, so yeah, that's one of the things. One of the things they see is the fractal shape. That's what they all see. They all see the fractal shape. And that's what another plane of being looks like. That's how the rich people can actually see the owl daddies and we can't. I see. This one seems like cope. This one seems like a guy took MDMA once and was like, damn dude, that shit was crazy. There's only one way to explain this, you know? We glossed over forest stairs. I mean, forest stairs are kind of boring. Speaking of kind of boring, the Georgia Guide Stones. So these are stones that have like commandments on them, and people say, or like it's another like very religious conspiracy theory, where people are like they're the devil's commandments, and then all of the commandments are like just about like being a good, responsible person. They're like, you know, look after yourself, protect the planet. You know? Stuff like that. That's all it is. And they're like, no, that's the devil. Because the devil is using these stones to tell you to stray away from God and don't rely on God and instead rely only on yourself. So the conspiracy theory is that the devil like paid some farmer in Georgia to put this up. It's kind of funny. So I'm gonna put it in C, but you know, I like it. Like, it's not bad. Like, it's all like, you know, look after the planet. Be sure to respect yourself. Shit like that. It's like, yeah, okay. Forest stairs are actually creepy. Stairs in the middle of a forest are so weird. They make, like, no sense. See, that's the thing. But I also think that they're probably just someone put them there. Is what I'm thinking is someone... It's like a weird art thing. Probably. Or someone was going to build, like, a tree house and they gave up. Or some shit. The devil wants me to take care of the planet. Yeah, Jesus loves oil. Okay, so this next one is... I've forgotten the name of the chip. It's like the QQE something. And it's a chip that can hold so much information that it can hold the entirety of all the information on the internet 7 times over. And it's like a quantum electronics chip. Yeah, it's like a Pringles chip and it has so much info in it. And basically, it's not really that... It's the idea that someone can technically own or be in possession of everything on the internet. Like, all information that people know. Someone can technically be in possession of it through this chip. And then you can use that to influence people. I mean, it's not really that interesting. How? Yeah, that's it. I guess by downloading it and editing it. I don't know. You have to understand. Mez, you have to understand. This is one of the ones where people are just like, yeah, and then they use it to influence people. You know? You know? They would own it, and that means they can change it. Yeah, that's right. Actually, they're called crisps, yeah. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, basically what I think it is, I think Only Girly is right, is I think that it's probably like a 60-year-old came up with this idea, because that's how they think stuff works. Yeah, I don't care for this one. Okay, this next one's pretty decent, though. He who controls the moon controls the world. He who scratches the moon. Okay, so this next one, we've got a nice picture of David and Goliath. This one is Giants Are Real. Giants are 100% real. We love giants. That's pretty much it. Like, all cultures have stories of giants. There's loads of things that have been built that would like require technology that we didn't believe existed at the time to do so. Or techniques that we have no idea what they used. So the idea is that giants are real. Maybe they live underground, who knows? But yeah, giants are real. They're being covered up. They made a Giant's Causeway. They made all sorts of other things. They made the pyramids, just like the dinosaurs. You know, this is an exclusive theory, I will say. Giants are real. Ace is giant. Thank you. You know, this is an exclusive theory. You cannot pair this theory with the dinosaurs built the pyramids one because they conflict. Hard to be hyped around giants. I mean, it's funny. The idea is funny. we have large people, yeah. I'm gonna put it in C. Giants. Yeah, kind of funny, right? Whatever. This next one is boring. This next one is like a creepypasta about... It's a creepypasta about God dying. I don't even know why it's on here. This shit sucks. Anyway. We've got a couple of bangers in quick succession here. Yeah, it's just fanfics, basically, yeah. Himalayan zombies. So, I've forgotten the exact name that they use. Yeah, revival golems. So, I've forgotten the exact name that they use, but... yeah, literally, rip bozo, that's all I'm saying. The idea is that people that are on like the Himalayan mountains, if they die, it's also a Shangri-La is real, just so you're fully aware. That's another part of this. If they die near where Shangri-La is, which is being hidden, we'll get to that one soon. We got another one around that. Evil demons come possess their bodies, and the ice zombies will walk around and guard the area and do other things. And like it's a belief in like culture in like Nepal and stuff. That's why and they can't like bend over apparently because they're all frozen stiff. So that's why a lot of them have like the doorways to their houses are like lower down than they should be to stop ice zombies from walking in. And sometimes, allegedly, people on like climbing trips, they also lock your main monster zones. They can't bend over. I know, this is the saddest thing you've heard all day. I know. See these things and point them out to the Sherpas, and the Sherpas say, no, that's just an ice zombie.
Also, they lock your main monster zones.
That's just an ice zombie. Don't look. You know? Why hasn't Ice Climber Leon Kennedy? We haven't got that skin yet. I like ice zombies. I think ice zombies is fun. I'd put ice zombies in B. I think ice zombies are neat. Okay, so the next one is Eternal Saints, which is the idea that certain Roman Catholic saints don't decompose and parts of them stay as if they were alive forever. Yeah. They'll like show, I guess, like the idea is like, oh look, there's all these old like texts about like martyrs and saints that have died and then their bodies were preserved like for such a long time where it shouldn't have been possible. And yeah, this one is a bit rough. This one's a bit rough. Like it's a neat idea. It makes for an interesting story. Not as interesting as our next one, but it makes for an interesting story. I would drop this one. I'd put this one in D just because it's like we would still have them, I guess. Like the ones that we do have are like all pickled and stuff, you know? And that's why they're not decomposing, is because they're in like pickle jars. Okay, but our next one's more funny. So, interdimensional Bigfoot. So this one, the reason no one's found Bigfoot is because Bigfoot's an interdimensional being, and he crosses over from different dimensions at different points in the world. Yeah. Yeah. This one fucking rules. So that's the reason why people don't see Bigfoot, is because Bigfoot is just gone. He's not in the same dimension unless he's being caught on camera over here. So this one goes in S tier 100% of the time. This one's a Pog. I love this image too. This image is so good, where he's just like strutting through. It rules. Do you know the Monster Hunter YouTube poops? No, I don't, but maybe we'll have to look into those. Yeah, there's not really much more to say about this one, though. Like, it's just good. Like, the idea that Bigfoot is an interdimensional being, and that's why we just don't find him anywhere, apart from on very rare occasions, that's why. Okay, so Oh, we have a couple of real bangers actually in a row here. We've got a few real good ones. Okay. So this first one is the Cannibal Village in Japan, which is a village where there was a cult that did like a ritualistic suicide event where they all like ate each other. And ever since then, the entire area around the village has been completely closed off by the Japanese government and no one is allowed in. But people believe, because there's a few disappearances around the area, that the cannibals still live in the village area. And for some reason, the government is just letting it happen. Because, like, I don't know, maybe some of them are cannibals or something. And they're just letting it happen. And that's why they've closed it off. So people don't find out about it. Bigfoot casually appears on the fuzziest camera in 1970s. Yeah, exactly. That's the thing he's doing. He just appears, leaves one footprint. Real if true. Yeah, this is real if true. I'll put cannibals in B. It's weird that it's all still closed off. But that's about it. Okay, so the next one is fantastic. So the next one's another really good one. So this is Iraqi amphibians. We actually have 2 Iraqi ones in a row. So this is Iraqi amphibians, and it's the fact that there's lots of these sculptures of like these people that look like, you know, like lizard men / like frog men from like Iraq. They're all found like with statues of normal people and stuff. And then in all of the like text, what about women? Yeah, all I'm saying is there's no women. There's no women statues. That's all I'm saying. But in all the things that like mention them, they're just like, you know, oh yeah, there's the people, oh, and there's like the amphibian people. Like it's nothing. They're just like, oh yeah, these are the amphibians. They're also here. So that's it. So the idea is that in like ancient Iraq, humans lived with either some sort of alien race or weird amphibian people. Yeah, totally awesome was there. This one's kind of neat. I like this one. I feel like this one should go in A. I like the idea of just people are like, oh yeah, like, you know, here's our guys, here's our family, here's the amphibians that live next door, you know. I think that's fantastic. I love that. Speaking of fun things in Iraq, this is the Iraqi Stargate. So the conspiracy theory is that this weird picture of something that was taken, I can't remember when, in like the 80s or something. This weird picture was taken in Iraq, and what it actually is a Stargate, and that's why the war on terror was started, is because actually the United States wanted an excuse to go to Iraq so they could capture the Stargate. Yeah. That's it. And like, you know, that's where the amphibians came from. That's why Middle Eastern medicine was so ahead of its time during the Middle Ages. It's because they had a Stargate, and it was, you know, connecting them to aliens and stuff. This one's kind of funny. They were interested in the piss of the eagle. Yeah, the eagle pissed insanely good medicine. This one rules. I don't know what there is to say about it. This one's great. Oil's a way to... Exactly, that's what I'm saying. All I'm saying is, it's definitely true. I wouldn't ever say anything is definitely true, but all I'm saying is this is 100% true. Speaking of 100% true, colossal banger. Insano banger. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. JFK killed himself. Not the FBI. Not the guy that actually shot him. Not anyone like that. JFK killed himself. And you might be thinking, why? There's no gun. We'd be able to clearly see if JFK pulls out a gun and shoots himself. How? I'm so glad you asked. Do you know what the real reason is? JFK did shoot himself, but he wasn't the one in the car. It's because John F. Kennedy is a quantum immortal. And he executed another version of himself. A quantum immortal. So he's a quantum immortal. So there's some people are quantum immortals and that they live and they can travel between like different versions of Earth. So this one traveled to a different version of Earth and killed himself from that Earth. Yeah, not a classic immortal, a quantum immortal. Yeah, this one rules. I don't know what there is to say about this. There's like loads of conspiracy theories surrounding the JFK assassination, of course. Yeah, so he's a cosmic quantum immortal whose only weakness is being shot, which does kill him. So yeah, JFK killed himself because he was a quantum immortal. This is S tier. There's not really much else to say about this one. It just rules. EXP farm. He was EXP farming himself. That one's great. I love that one. Okay, next one. I cannot 100% remember the exact thing this is supposed to be. My brain is telling me it's Lord Rutherford, but it might not be. I might have got the wrong guy. It's just a guy. It could just be a guy. If it's Lord Rutherford, he was a British dude that people thought was a vampire because he looked scary and he was intense. I think that's about it. I can't remember if I got this one right, so we'll just put this one down here. You know, not too exciting. The next one is very funny though, and it ties back into giants. So this guy is a giant two-headed man that was taken by sailors over the sea to Europe, but it started decomposing on the way there, and when it got there, it was stored away. So we have this giant two-headed man. Yeah, actually, this is what Nifroth looks like. Yeah, just so you're fully aware. We have this crazy conspiracy theory, and here's a picture of a scary guy. Yeah, like that's literally it. It's not great. This one is not. I like. It's kind of interesting. It's like, oh, it's a two-headed giant. He's probably Lemurian. He's probably a Lemurian from under the sea. In reality, I feel like sailors make up shit all the time in every story. If it involves a sailor, like they're lying 100% of the time. But it's also kind of funny that it plays into that. That's crazy that you would say that, Naji Rose. That's actually insane. That it's been so long since we've had a bot. It's been so long since we had a bot. That's crazy. Christopher Columbus, for example, would never lie. Okay, but hear me out. We got a banger. We have a banger, another banger. We've actually got 2 bangers in a row. The bots are here. Yeah, here's another conspiracy theory. Twitch bots are actually sent by Twitch, so you have just someone to ban. I haven't had a Twitch bot in actual months. I don't think I've had a single Twitch bot since re-debut, actually. Sailors cooking up stories on why they all came home with the same testicle infection. Yeah, dude, there was just this giant 2-headed man, and you know, 2 heads, 2 mouths. What can I say? Anyway, I'm so sorry. We have a really fantastic one. So this is Lord Packle's Time Machine. So I believe this was an Aztec king. Is Lord Packle. And he was said to have lived to like 150 years old. And when he died, he was like, he looked extremely young when he died, even though he was apparently 150. And he keeps being like on his tomb and in other things, he keeps being depicted in like sitting inside this strange device with metal bars and like cogs and like stuff like that. So they believe, the conspiracy theory is Lord Packle was an Aztec time traveler. Metal bars and like cylinders and like cogs and things. Allegedly, that's what they're supposed to be. According to the conspiracy theory, that's what these things are on his tomb and stuff. I like this one. I like Oopas a lot, so it already gets a big jump there. So yeah, big fan of this one. I'm putting this one in A. I like Lord Packle's Time Machine. I think this one's pretty great. But speaking of time machines, I have an even better one. That's right. You guys ever heard of the lottery? Why do you think the lottery exists? Just quick question. Surely you'd understand. Surely you know, right? You know why the lottery exists? Or maybe it's just, you know, more people put money in than they ever give out, so they just, you know, they make a profit every time. Or sometimes it's like a charity thing, you know? Huh. No. You'd be foolish. You'd be foolish to believe such a thing. Not a form of regressive taxing? No, you'd be foolish to even think that. The real reason is the lottery is made to catch time travelers. That's right. People from the future who look up lottery winning numbers go back to the past and then get the ticket with those winning numbers. And so the lottery is actually set up so that the government can catch time travelers. And they'll never actually give out the winning numbers unless someone specifically asked for those winning numbers and it's a time traveler. Yeah. So there's that one. That one's pretty good. Honestly, I like the lottery is made to catch time travelers. Is pretty great. It's hard to... Why would you post that? That's a very interesting thing to to put in chat there. Why do these exist? Because they are really funny though. Okay, so the next one is the Luna Park train disaster. So this is another sadder one. So it was a train derailed. And it had like a bunch of like school children on board, and like all those school children died. And no one could find like a reason why the train derailed, but they found an image of the children with this guy wearing a bull head's like mask. And so the idea is that like a cult ritually that worship this bull thing ritually sacrificed the children, and it's been covered up. Hi Parker, we're talking about conspiracy theories. Do you want to hear about JFK being a quantum immortal and shooting himself? I'm more than happy to briefly run through JFK is a quantum immortal again for you, because it's great. It's a classic. Honestly, any of these ones. Any of the S tier ones, I'm happy to briefly go over them again. They're so good. Sorry, what you... Mez, did you miss out on JFK killed himself? Conspiracy. Ace is a lizard and several cockroaches. You slapped the word quantum in front of it and it's magic. Yep, it is. Do you know why? It's because JFK is a quantum immortal, and the person that actually shot JFK was JFK, the quantum immortal from a different dimension. Yeah, and it's true. Yeah, I know, it's real. Yeah, it is sad. Like, this is a legit sad one. It's kind of spooky, though. I'll put this one as C. Although I don't think it's great. It's not super fun. That's my issue. Let me shrink this down a bit. Oh, wait, this sucks. Actually, this sucks. There's not enough S tiers. This blows. Oh, I fucked up something. Oh no, let's not look at that. No free advertising, please. Not on my stream. Okay. So this next one is the Malta catacombs, which is the idea that there is an ancient cult in Malta that practices its religion out of these catacombs. And there's all these like different secret ritual places in the Maltese catacombs that like people don't know the reason for. I mean, it's a little bit interesting, but it's kind of just like spooky catacombs. Who knows what that's about? Yeah, ask the streamer about the catacombs. I don't think this next one's great. Okay, well this one, I think this is a Paleolithic deep state. Might be this one, or maybe no. Paleolithic deep state is later. Yes. Okay, this one, I think this one. Okay, so this one is another Lemurians one, people living at the center of the earth, and it's that there's these cave systems, I can't remember exactly where, but they go down so deep and you're not allowed to enter them. No one is allowed to explore. Yeah, here it is. This is the image. No one is allowed to explore the cave systems. They're blocked off. And they go down super deep. And the reason they're blocked off and you're not allowed to explore them is because the government doesn't want you to go down and find out that ancient Lemurians are living at the center of the earth, and they use endless elevators to reach the top, and then they have a lifeboat somewhere. This it's kind of dumb. This one's kind of silly, I like to think. I'm not gonna lie, I'm looking at some of these and I cannot remember. I cannot remember exactly which ones that they are. So a few of these we're gonna have to skip because I've literally forgotten them. This next one is one of them. Okay, Park closed. So, this one is that in America, the national parks in different places sometimes close down with no reason given for a long period of time. He's just like, yeah, make sure you're a good streamer like me and forget all the stuff. And the idea here is that why would the government want to block off national parks for a period of time, huh? Something weird must be going on. The government would never do like repairs to things or ecological surveys or anything like that. No. They must be performing experiments on something in the park. On the interdimensional Bigfoot that has appeared in the park. That's what's going on. This one is the perfect amount of... Honestly, this one's really good because it's like the perfect mix of like something super mundane that someone has looked into because they wanted to go to like the national park one day and they couldn't just assume, oh, they're doing something in there. They was like, no, something nefarious has to be occurring. That's why I'm putting it in B, just because I love the idea of park is closed turns into government secret hidden experiments. Something that the public cannot see is happening in the park right now. 10 out of 10. Okay, so Paleolithic deep state. So did you know they are filming porn at the parks? They might be. But what's even more important is that there's actually cavemen that live underground. It's not Lemurians. I know. You might be horrified to hear that. It's not Lemurians. It's cavemen. And the reason there's no living cavemen today is because the cavemen went underground instead of staying above. So the cavemen are the Lemurians that control everything. What do you think of that? So why are there no Neanderthals anymore, huh? Oh, that's because the Neanderthals live underground with their endless elevators and their dinosaurs. I like this one, not gonna lie, I do like this one. I think it's another good mix of... Neanderthals went extinct? Lemuria sleeps in the seas. Yes, maybe that's slightly incorrect. Lemuria sleeps in the seas. It's another group of people that is underground. But Lemurians might also be underground. I have Lemurians here. Let's cover Lemurians next. Here they are. This is what a Lemurian looks like. So if you know Lemuria, it is what was originally given to the hypothesized area of landmass that sank beneath the sea during like the big separation of all the continents from Pangea. They better not block my edited... they better block your edited version. It'd be so funny. So Lemurians look like this, I guess. And they dwell beneath the seas. Lemuria is beneath the seas. Some people say that it's the Lemurians when it sank beneath the seas. They went to the center of the earth instead. You know, it's an interesting one. It's a very interesting one. I feel like it's not as immediately funny as just the cavemen are there, you know? Okay, next one that I can remember. Okay, this one's kind of funny. So, did you know that the FBI is spying on you? And did you know that they once hired a guy to spy on you? Who would project his soul to watch you while you slept. He would project his soul to watch you while you slept. But hear me out, it gets even better. Not only did this guy project his soul to watch people. Well, I gave Sloppy, shut up. When he died, his consciousness projected an image to a television that was recording, and it recorded a vision of heaven that was then taken by the Pope. So the Pope, because of this FBI soul spy, owns a VHS tape with a video of heaven in it. And only the Pope is allowed to watch it. So it's pretty great. Honestly, this one rules because it starts off like a bad SCP story and then just gets really, really stupid, and I love it. I love that so much. I love that, like, when you think about it, the idea is like, oh, a TV screen nearby happened to be recording. So when he died, he blasted a vision of heaven to the TV screen, and then the Pope was also there, and the Pope took the VHS. I didn't pay attention. Say the thing again. Fuck off. Hey, pay attention next time. This is like a service. This is like a lecture. You have to rewatch the whole thing. But yeah, FBI soul spy saw heaven and projected it to a TV when he died. So that's pretty epic. I'm the person doing the service here. I'm trying to get serviced here. We have some less exciting ones now, if I can remember them rightly. Yeah, so this one is a 4-foot spider. So apparently there's a videotape on the dark web of a woman being attacked by a 4-foot spider. That's it. That's the whole thing. Apparently, that's it. I was the spider. Damn, I wish that was me. Yeah, this seems like just a bad SCP story. Not a huge fan. Next one. Okay, so the Sea Peoples. So, I don't know how up to date you guys are with your ancient history, but during a certain period of time, several cultures at the same point in time reference a sea people which came from the sea and just cleaned house. And they burned everything down, they looted everything, they destroyed loads of stuff, and then they just left. And there are no records anywhere. There are no historical records or anything that lets us know who the sea people actually were. But several cultures have encountered the sea people. But no one has any idea who they were or where they came from. So there's obviously lots of interesting theories around the sea people. Yeah, they came from the sea. Do you know who else came from the sea? Look who's next to them right now. Lemurians, ladies and gentlemen. Lemuria sank below the waves, but the sea people came from the waves to get revenge on the land. There's also... Lemuria rules the waves, it's true. Lemuria sleeps in the seas. Anyway, there's also the idea that the sea people were actually aliens, and then they just couldn't tell because they were ancient people, and everyone in the ancient world was stupid, apparently. Lemuria penis on this. That's terrible. That doesn't even work. Anyway, I feel like this one's like a C tier because it's like, well, we know the sea people were real. Were they Lemurians? Probably not. Next up, Hoses burying themselves. Did you know that garden hoses like bury themselves if they're left outside for a long period of time? It just happens. I don't know why. It's just a weird thing that they do. Did you know grass grows? Yeah. Sniff me? I hope that was good enough. Yeah, crazy. So apparently hoses bury themselves underground. This one sounds silly. It sounds more like naturally things left on the ground will be covered in dirt eventually. Yeah. Thanks, Alistair. I clicked the wrong thing. Now you're all seeing darkness, aren't you? Next up. Next one that I recognize. Okay, here we go. This next one is... I can't remember the name. It's like the Sherpas of like Kandor or something. Sherpas of Kambar or something. Anyway, it's a series, or it's a group of Sherpas, a group of people on Everest. But unlike the other Sherpas, they really don't like outsiders. Acetone, you're under arrest. Surrender the link to your ref sheet right now. Hi, Ran. You know what? I will. Do you know why? Because, first of all, I love your art. It's very cool. I'm going to get it up immediately. Because I'm excited. I'm just a weird little guy. Also, I get to show off my ref sheet. Guys, check out my ref sheet. Wait a second, I just realized something fucked up. Wait a second. Oh, wait a second. I'll wait a second, Ran. I love your, God, your eye color is so good. I fucked something up. I fucked something up real bad here. What a mess. What a mess. What a disaster I've caused. How the fuck do I do this? Wait a second. I just realized something terrible. I've DM'd it to you. I've DM'd it to you because I've realized I might have made a terrible mistake. And I've only just realized it. And I'm not posting. And because of it... I'm not posting it. Debut that doesn't link the tweet? That's so sad. Sorry, I'm slow. I've done it. I've sent it in DMs because I realized I may have done something terrible with it. It's fine. Don't worry. It's fine. Don't worry about it. What do you do? Yeah, you can check the commands. I don't have one for it. Twitch Whispers, yeah. I did that because I just realized something that might be disastrous. So I may have to change that in the future. But, yeah. Enjoy. What did you do? Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Anyway. Re-debut. Exclamation point graduation. Make sure to put in graduation next week, by the way. I want to know. You can't leave that tease. I'm gonna because I can't allow it to happen. HoloLive, yeah, I'm joining HoloLive and Nijisanji at the same time. I need to know. It's just gonna be a mystery. If you get a better conspiracy theory, if you get a good conspiracy theory, I will confirm or deny it for you. So the Sherpas of Kambar, are a set of Sherpas that are really aggressive to outside people. Instead of like all the other Sherpas like help people like that are going hiking around Everest and stuff like that in the Himalayas. The Sherpas of Kambar are allegedly so aggressive and they don't like people because they are the ones that are protecting the entrances to Shangri-La. Because Shangri-La is real. This ties in with the ice zombies. Shangri-La is real. These Sherpas in particular are guarding Shangri-La. I will time you out, Maz. I'll do it. I'll time you out. Anyway, I like this one. This one's kind of funny. I'm putting this next to the ice zombies. Okay, we just have a couple left that I think are interesting enough to do. And they're both kind of similar. Oh, this track rules. First one. Torrid. So, one day, during, I think it was a border, it was like a passport check. Did you always send him a dick pic? No, of course not. During a passport check, I think it was between Germany and France, a man was stopped because his passport was fake. The passport was fake because his country of origin was a place called Torrid. A country called Torrid, which doesn't exist. And when he was asked to point it out on a map, he pointed it out. Was it not between Germany and France? Wait a second, it wasn't between Germany and France, was it? I'm being stupid, because that's where Torrid is supposed to be located. The country of Torrid is apparently a country between Germany and France. The passport check, I think, was in Sweden with their sex. He's probably going to the sex championship. Yeah, this was post World War. This was like during the Cold War, I think. So, yeah, I don't think it wasn't before 1985, but yeah. He said basically, and he had like a history of his country because his country allegedly was created after World War II, during where like everything was being split up between like the different countries, and apparently Torrid was given as like to France, but then separated and became its own country. So there's that, and then yeah, actual Tom Hanks moment. So he came from Torrid, and then when they put him in a hotel for the night, and then when he left the hotel, or when they went back to get him the next day, he was completely disappeared, and no one like had any knowledge of him at all, and he never showed up again. So it's the idea that sometimes things from like another version of our Earth accidentally end up here. Sometimes. So this man from Torrid ended up in our world where Torrid isn't real. A unique one. And I think this is going to be the final one. This is going to be the last funny one. Well, I say funny, it's not even that funny. So this is Thule. Hi, Erp. Hi, Erp. Welcome in. So this is the last one. The last one is that Thule is a place that several cultures said was a real area where the giants lived. The giants came from Thule, and several cultures said that they came from Thule, which was an island like north of Europe. I mean, they could have just like seen like tall Swedish people or something. I don't know what's going on, and just assumed it was an island or some shit. But yeah, Thule isn't real. There's no landmass that ever resembled Thule, but several cultures believe Thule was real. So some people say maybe Thule is like Lemuria. I love Full Metal Alchemist, Conqueror of Shambhala. So true. I love Final Fantasy XIV. We love Ultima Thule. But yeah, this ties into like every third theory that we've covered so far, and it's Thule is Lemuria, and Lemuria sunk beneath the waves, and then Lemuria is also at the center of the earth, and Lemurians come from the center of the earth up in their endless elevators to control the world. And they're also cavemen, maybe. Maybe they're the ones that are burying your hose pipes. I have no idea. This shit's stupid. Honestly, we have some bangers, we have some not bangers. I'm interested to see which ones you guys think were the best ones. For me personally, I feel like our S tiers are really strong. Dinosaurs Built the Pyramids is also really good. Eagle is amazing. Eagle is so good. Honestly, all three of the S tier ones I think are fantastic. Like, Giant Space Eagle scratched the moon of Venus. Bigfoot is an interdimensional, like, planeswalker. And then JFK was killed by himself because he's a quantum immortal. And those are all things that I think are real and true. And they definitely happened. And that's what we love to see. We love to see stuff like that. Anyway, this shit's getting silly. The worm is real. The Mongolian death worm is real. The cat nuns were driven by Satan. Who knows? Camera heads, whatever those are, they're from, I don't know, something stupid. I just closed my music by accident, is what I did. Gamers, do you want to play some Yu-Gi-Oh? I closed the music. Do you gamers want to play some Yu-Gi-Oh? Yeah, getting serious. That's how you know I'm big business. Venus does not have a moon. Maybe it was Saturn then, is what I was thinking of. It was one of these fucking planets. See, here's the thing is, I forgot. I did my research, and then when the time came, I forgot several of these. Sure thing, pal. I'm gonna lower my... I'm lowering it. I'm lowering my desk right now.
Oh boy, can't wait to go back under the Earth's surface after stream is done.
Was that sound me going back under the Earth's surface at the end there? Me going, ah. Hi, Blue Slime King. How's it going? It's going good for me. It's going good for me. We just finished up our funky fresh tier list. We have easy winners, easy losers. We are fully conspiracied. The government is coming to kill me as we speak. And now we're gonna fucking play Yu-Gi-Oh! Like a Chad. You forgot one theory. Tell me. Tell me the theory that I'm missing. We are free from the Bigfoot. Yeah, Bigfoot escaped. Bigfoot avoided. Friday Night Funkin' is made by the giants that built Machu Picchu. That might be true. I don't think anyone can prove that it's not true. I can't change categories. Here we go. Okay, there we are. I've got an issue. Could you give me some advice? Sure. I'm very trustworthy. Just so you're fully aware. I started streaming recently, but I'm having issues with my DN settings. What's a DN setting? These nuts. These nuts. Yeah, fuck. Fuck! Fuck! I got it just as you said it! I should have seen that coming. 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 Dueling Network. I don't know why I fell for... Maybe... Okay, maybe I believed in humanity. How about that one? Maybe I believed in humanity for a second. I was thinking to myself, oh, it's just a person that's started streaming. They need help with something. You know? Maybe that was what's going on. Huh? That was your first mistake? I'll never believe again. Sans Sally would never. Sans Sally would never. Sans Sally's on top of this shit. Fuck. Ban that guy, yeah. Get out of here. Anyway, guys, did you know that I'm an extremely original Yu-Gi-Oh! Streamer? That's right, ladies and gentlemen. I've been playing Punk Kashtira. It's very similar to the Nifroth build, with some changes. I took out the Psy Impulse. It's very funny. This card is extremely funny. It's so hilarious. I've never gotten it off a single time. 3 Impulse or no nuts. Fine. For you, we'll have a 43 card deck with 3 Impulse. Fuck it. Styrofoam on this dick. What do you mean by that? Okay, 3 Impulse, 43 card deck. If I open 3 Impulse, just so you know, you're banned. Just so you know, if I open 3 Impulse this game, you're banned. Would you pick 2 Royal Fenrirs or 1 Chip Butty and a drink? I mean, it's a hard one. I own this channel now. Oh, true, you did gift a sub. Holy shit! Wait a second, you're not playing Nifroth. You're not Japanese. Hang on a second. Going first, too? Ladies and gentlemen, you're about to see... Oh, fuck. You're about to see the most mediocre play of all time. I mean, unironically, this hand is, like, hard to choose a... Abyss Actor is kind of crazy. I've seen Abyss Actor go nuts. I've seen Abyss Actor be really cool going second. I've seen a lot of Abyss Actor being really cool going second. I've seen not much Abyss Actor being cool going first. They ditched the unicorn. I guess that's probably the right choice. Sugoi. I recorded the turn 1 combo yesterday, actually. Oh, nice. Well, he gave up anyway. Why can I not find a reference to your moon theory on Google? I don't know. Probably because it's stupid. If you like, I can look it up for you later. I'm not doing it now. It's a 3-card combo. All the best ones are. All I'm saying is, when I'm playing Yosenju, that shit is at least you need 5 good cards. You need at least 5 good cards in your hand. Plus, maybe one of them be a card that draws you 2. Yeah, it was probably just standard Pendulum. I'll check afterwards. This one sucks, actually. This hand kind of blows. Fenrir. What do I grab? I guess I'll grab Unicorn. For diversity's sake. Yeah, it's gonna be Fenrir, pass. Maybe... No, I think it has to be Fenrir pass. I could technically make, like, Barone and Barone pass instead, but I feel like that's a bad move. This goes crazy. I'll prove to you why I'm the better duelist. I'm the #1 Yu-Gi-Oh player in my house. Just so you're fully aware. Oh, fuck. Hang on a second. How am I supposed to compete with that? Okay. You just noticed... Yeah, cross duel, by the way. Cross duel profile picture. That's right. I'm a crossist. What if Nif was in your walls? That'd be cool. It'd be neat to hang out. Croft. Sorry. I don't know how to speak English. Sorry. That's annoying. They'll get rid of, like, Pep now. Speak another language then. I'll learn Latvian. Surely it can't be that hard. Good luck. Maybe it is. Maybe it's not great, actually. They got rid of Drag and Drive, which is kind of... depends what I draw next, I guess. Are they going to special anything else? That's the real question. Are you saying swear words in Latvian? I don't know. I have no way of knowing. When are you doing Pokemon Smash or Pass? Maybe I will. One day. Who knows? Maybe I'm feeling crazy. Maybe I'm feeling insane. Duolingo rank stream. I used to be on Duolingo every single day. I was learning German, I was learning Japanese. I was such a good boy. That's like the worst one that I could have. By the way, I drew the worst punk possible. And your German is shit because Duolingo is horrible? No, my German's actually bad. Hear me out. My German's actually bad for an entirely different reason, and that's because I haven't spoke any German in, like, years. That's so annoying that this card exists. That's so annoying that you've done that to me. I guess I'll do this. Were you able to speak German once? I spoke pretty decent. Well, not decent, like... I could survive in Germany at one point, just after university. Okay. Can you please get on with it? You studied in... I didn't study in Germany. I studied German at university for one of my courses. I think I attack over Fenrir here is the play. Because I don't want anything to be banished. Anyway. He studied a German. Yeah, you know it. So, from here... Activate Extreme Session. Foxy Tune. I guess I send... It's a bit weird. I feel like I should send Nibiru, but also Wagon gets me to, like... No, I should send Nibiru. No, I should send Nibiru. Xiamen. What does he have? What is he cooking? Oh, that. I guess so, yeah. That would make sense. Baron. Yeah, I can see that. I can see that being an option. Cards. Oh, fuck. Whoa, Jesus Christ. What is... Ugh. Yuck. Ew. Icky. Ugh. Don't like that much at all. Plus. Okay. Oh, awesome. You're just in time, too. That's the crazy thing. Okay, birth. Activate birth. Banish you. I can summon Wagon. It doesn't really do much. I can make Chungus. They got rid of my other... Unfortunately, they got rid of my other 10. I feel like Chungus is really good, though. And then I can birth to special out this guy. And then I can use these two to make Ip. Would that help? I don't really have a 3. I guess I could make Dark with it. I love the animation. Animation's great. Your opponent will have 2 cards in hand and 1 card in deck. Yeah, that'd be the dream, wouldn't it? End phase. Midriff Woman. Now, if they banish anything, you know, goes crazy for me. If they banish anything... Okay, if they go to battle phase here, I'm in trouble. If they go straight to battle phase, it's not looking great for our boy. But if they don't... Holy shit, Ascendant of Thunder. Do it. Do it. Banish something. Banish something. Do it. Do it. In before Big Eye? Unironic, if they Big Eye me, they didn't have Big Eye. I remember looking at their thing. Surely they didn't have Big Eye. Maybe they had Big Eye. Fuck. They had a Royal Big Eye. That's unfortunate. Well, we were never winning this one. Well, this one was just a rough go of it. I did see the Royal Baron. I remember seeing the Royal Baron. This was winnable. They did banish something. It was just the one thing I really didn't want them to. That was my issue there. But trust me on this one. This is going to be the time we're going to get Psy Impulse going first. It's going to work out. We're hand looping our opponent for like 2. It's great. Look at this. Can you believe it? Wow. No response. I guess I'll ditch an Imperm. Since we've got two. Going for Barone with normal summon Wagon? No, they banished my Barone, remember? They banished my Barone after I summoned Zeamin. I don't have two. Because you summoned Zeamin before? Damn. You telling me I was greedy? Is that what you're trying to tell me? You're trying to tell me I was some kind of fool? Did I normal? I can't remember. No, I didn't. Okay. Get Fusion Guy. Normal Fusion Guy. Activate Fusion Guy. Special summon Fish. Okay. I ain't telling you you're a lizard. Hey. I've been threatening to learn how to play Punk for months, and I've never done it. I'm finally gonna try now, okay? I'm finally trying to figure it out. Be nice. Special summon Fish. Here, I guess I want Wagon. I can Wagon plus Deer Note and be risky? Go for Chaos Ruler or something? Sprunk didn't go anywhere, yeah. Sprunk was a rough one. Wagon. But yeah, honestly, thinking about it, you were right. I should have just gone for the negate immediately instead of I knew they had stuff. I knew they had Unicorn, so I should have just gone for it instead of risking it. Yippee! Dragon Drive. Deer Note. Target. Doesn't really matter, it just has to be a 3, I think. Yeah, unfortunately they had a good hand. Kind of fucked up. Honestly, kind of fucked up of them. I love the card draw. Ooh. I won't complain about a Pizza Hut either, though. Fusion Guy's a quick synchro. Yeah, that would be nice, wouldn't it? Yeah, that'd be sweet, wouldn't it? Do I have any 9s? Did I take out my 9? I may have I took out my 9, didn't I? Okay. It's fine. It's fine. Trust me, I'm all ready for it. Look at this. Oh shit, Ogre Dance. Do I even want to use this? Probably not. I'm gonna make the Barone. Activate. Yeah.
Baron de Fleur, Aceton 3 Naya.
True. Activate this. Special summon back Unicorn. Make Chungus. Then set 2. Pass. This could have been done better. Have to head out now, but have a good rest of your stream. No problem, Stan. It was nice seeing you here. Have a good day. Okay, so we have Magnum for the Banish, which can trigger Chungus. We've got Imperm. We've got the Pop. Oh, they got Ogre. Yeah, I guess I'll let you have the trap. I feel like I'm not scared. I feel like I'm not afraid. Pretty sure I'm a big boy. But yeah, this deck has been fun. I've been enjoying this deck. I'm gonna let this happen too. I think I just want them to use up as many resources as they've got. So when they make the 7 here, that's when we kill it. If they make the big Bungus, the Kashtira Shangri-Ira, we use Pizza Hut to banish something in our graveyard to get rid of it with Chungus. The sack. I'll pop the sack. I'll pop the sack. I'm scared of that. Yeah, I'm frightened. Oh, he's back for more. Awesome. Wait a second, that rules. Do it again. Summon something else. Okay. Rise Heart. Oh, Ascendant of Thunder. You love to see it. But now what? I have Imperm. I think I'd probably Imperm this. Probably. If he uses it. If not, I guess fuck him. Like, whatever. Diabolosis, the Mind Hacker. That's crazy. Sure. That might be a mistake. We'll find out if this is a mistake real soon. Banish 1 Kashtira card from your deck, except for that. I'll hit you with the Imperm. So you don't become a 7, I don't lose anything. That's yeah, I was gonna say, and then Chungus activates. Hi Zoltar, how's it going, gamer? Wow. I know, right? This might seem crazy. I'm winning in Diamond. I know it might seem ridiculous to even suggest such a thing. But we're kind of winning. Foxy Toon is good. Activate Barone. Let's pop this thing. Vanished. That's annoying. I guess they get the Fenrir, yeah. Always. Activate my own birth. Grab. Unicorn. I mean, we just have lethal, right? I feel like I don't need to fuck around with anything here. We just kill him dead? I'm pretty sure. Drag and drive. Okay, see, there we go. The board worked out. The suboptimal board? Perfect. Sometimes that's all you need. How can a dragon drive? Carefully. I think that name is so cool, right? Dragon Drive is such just a neat name. I am a big fan of the name Dragon Drive. All the punk cards are just cool. There's nothing else to say about it. The punk cards are just cool. Yes, I did have a Royal Rare Dragon Drive, but I disenchanted it. I got rid of it because now hang on a second. Is that in our opening hand? Let this through, Cuck. Let this through. With your 57 card deck. 57 cards, by the way. 57 of them. Let this through, Cuck. Watch it. No. It was important that I said that. I'm gonna get rid of Sight Impulse. I hate to break it to Sight Impulse fans. Now that they've used a hand trap, it feels like it's not... Yeah, okay, yeah, it's just, just a little bit of work, maybe. Oh god, what do I even want to go for here? Ugh. This was kind of awkward because I don't have the field spell, so I don't get any more pluses. I've used my normal summon too. Do I just Chaos Ruler Prey? You skip the fusion? Fuck. I knew there was something I did wrong. My brain was going like, you've done this incorrectly. And I was like, what have I done incorrectly? You get the fusion, you idiot. Yeah, of course. Of course you get the fusion. You always get it. Yeah, Pep will be fine. Pep will clear here. Pep, Imperm, Druiswarm. That's basically... Honestly, I don't know any decks that can play through that. I will add the fusion card though. I will add him. Yeah, like honestly, I don't think it gets better than this. personally. Like, how do they out this? The answer is they don't. The answer is they should make... God damn it, Sharakusai. What a cool dude. They're all cool dudes, really. Dudes and dudesettes. I love the just aesthetic of these guys, too. They are all just very neat. God, Pistials. 57 card Bistials. I guess I can deal with their Magnamut summon with the Druisworm. I wonder what the 3 cards they cut out. That's something I'm interested in. Okay, well that sucks. But of course, I mean, they would open it though. They are running 50. That's the consistency that 57 cards gets you over the 60. That's what I'm saying. It makes all the difference. Oh god. Yeah. Lightning Storm, Blossom, Lubellion, Fenrir. How much damage is this? I've taken 1,200. If they attack me here, they take 1,100. So I'll still be in the lead. So I don't want to. I'll still have 100 less life points than them, and Pep is safe. Is my thinking. Okay, here's the Swarm. There goes the Swarm. It was nice knowing you. Fusion Destiny. Okay. Sure. Why not, I guess? Yeah, 100%. Absolutely, dude. That's not great. None of this is good. I should... I can banish the DPE if he lets it through, which he won't. Why would he do that? I'm confused of what to do. Honestly, I don't know what to do. This feels like a losing position. Swing over DP and try and banish Fenrir? Yeah, like that's Now he's thinking about it. He comes back, though, is the thing. He does come back. And then Pep is slightly safer for next time as well. I see Punk Cash. I mean, it's fun. Like, this is the thing. I'm not really scared of DPE. I guess I'm kind of scared in that it can keep attacking and lower his life points until he can eventually get rid of this. Like, he can technically do that. Conspiracy. Acetone is actually balls. That's actually true. I actually modeled for balls. You might not know this. I was balls in the original GIF. I also played wide balls during my comeback tour. Yeah, you're summoning everyone you've got. Okay, are you going to attack me with all of your guys? He will woman me. He might woman me. If he womans me, we're in a bit of trouble. I was gonna say, yeah, he just crashes. I mean, Denier plus Albaz, I think, does it anyway. So. Since we didn't boost before. Okay, but hear me out. Yeah, you're right. I didn't know he was going to do this, though. I mean, in that case, he could have just, like, done Saronir, and it would have got him low enough anyway. Oh, he's not womaning. He's Kangled. Hang on. He's Kangled. We are Kangled right now. Okay. What is that card you have? Psychic End Punisher. Big level 11 Synchro. A huge towers guy. As long as you have life points lower than your opponent's, it's unaffected by activated effects. So it's really annoying to out for a lot of decks. However, I have to do this because he can just beat over at Chaos Angel now because of the reduction from that, which is really funny. Unfortunately, we lose to the worst. I'm going to take a look at this guy's deck list after this. It was 57 cards. Which is not... It doesn't speak highly of what's going on here, but we'll see. 3,000. Yeah, there we go. Now you can pop with DPE. Unlucky. We didn't check the curtain. We'll check them both. We'll check them both now. That was unlucky. Oh, to be fair, no, I wouldn't say that was unlucky. That was my fault. That was partially my fault because I misplayed going first. Yeah, 57 is interesting. Interesting choice. One red reboot. One snow. One D-shifter. One Pankratops. The Adventure Engine is in here. One Ice Dragon's Prison. One Nibiru. One Pot of Desires. One Aluva, yeah. Alpha! I didn't even notice Alpha!
Oh god, oh man, oh god, I want to pull for more UR so badly.
That's true, that's true, that's true, Macy. You know what? You're right. He was just like, I have the last three, fuck them. I don't need those ones. Okay, which one was Imprem guy? It was the Japanese one, right? Oh no, he's on Valence. But anyway, hi Macy, hi Macy, hi Macy, hi Macy, hi Macy. Ugh, on this version too. Yuck. What do you think about Evil Twins? I like Evil Twins. I think Evil Twins are fun. Evil Twin Sprite, I keep fucking up all the time because I forget which cards lock you. I forget which cards lock you all the time. I used to play a lot of Evil Twins on this game before Trouble Sunny even came out. 22 URs, yeah, it's rough. It's rough. But I would say it's a good deck. Well, Evil Twin Sprite is a good deck.
I think Ace is a cute streamer, OMG, balls.
So true, Moyu, you're right. I feel like I should just shotgun Max C now in case it's cash. Like, every time. Suppose it doesn't really matter too much. No response. Yes! I love this because this kills Sprite so hard. Sprite cannot play through Max C. It's horrific. I don't know if any of you have ever tried to play Sprite through Max C. It's one of the worst experiences you will have. I kind of really hope he keeps going for it though, you know what I mean? I kind of really want him to keep going for it. I mean, to be fair, our hand for the follow-up isn't great. We'd need to draw something pretty good. Because, like, I can E-Telly for the Fusion, normal Madam Spider, Fusion, Get Out, like Xiaomin and Wagon. But even then, I don't really have, like, anything to continue from that. Oh, sure, they just left it. You are so mean. Kata, you're bad. How dare you say that? Okay, Ogre Dance is actually really good. Wait a second. Hang on! This is good. I'm an alien, clearly. Any resemblance to any Widowmakers, any resemblance to any #1 on Pornhub individuals is completely coincidental. Do I wag on? I think I do. I think I wag on. And I sneeze. I'm gonna sneeze. Excuse me. Why, they're really thinking on Wagon. I took a risk for you, Wagon. You better not fuck me over here. I really took a risk. I honestly probably shouldn't. I should have just gone for... I probably should have just gone for the fusion guy immediately, but... You know me, I'm a little bit of a psycho. I'm a little bit twisted. Please don't have it. Oh, thank God. What do they have? Effect Veiler? I'm so confused at their hand trap. I genuinely don't know what it is. What are you cooking? Ogre Dance. A bestial? Oh. You know what? You're probably right. Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. You right. What haven't we used yet, Foxy Toon? That's quite funny. That is quite funny. Okay. Dragon Drive. Dragon Drive activate. Dear Note activate. I actually don't want to do the special summon on my turn, do I? Because I'm killing this turn. Right? I'm just killing them this turn. I'm pretty sure. I'll add this to my hand. Activate you. I'll banish Ogre Dance, so if it's a bestial, that turns that off. I'll special summon our Foxy Toon. So if it's a bestial, it turns it on. Yeah, I just make... I feel like I fucked up again. Hang on, I fucked it. Hang on. Let me read this one. Yeah, I definitely fucked it up, but don't worry about it. Not important. Not important. Yeah, I feel like I 100% could have got lethal at some point here. I just needed one more guy on the board. Okay, hear me out. Do I keep Cold Buy in hand, so if he tries to bestial at the end of my turn now, I can stop him? No, it doesn't matter because of you getting my own guy, I couldn't stop anyway. Never mind. Ignore me. Whatever I was saying wasn't important. Oh, there he is. You were right. That's crazy. I feel like if Punks had one more card that could like special summon itself from hand, it would be like ridiculous. I will banish. Okay, we got loads of shit though. We have that. We've got the Imperm. We've got Bloss. We've got Nib. That's annoying. That's annoying. Or is it okay, actually? Or actually, do I even care? Well, there he goes. Back to the hand. Love to see it. To normal summon him again, I guess. Yeah. I can't believe I fucked that up, though. I was so ready. Okay, Nibiru is online. So if I really have to, I can do it. But what is your play from here? You can make Gigantic, and then you can negate my Imperm on the Gigantic. But you don't have Smashes, you don't have any way to get to Double Cross either. You have no cards in hand, so you just have to, like... It all has to be off of your... Literally the cards you've got on the field right now, and then you have one other. You can bring back Ronin Totem once, okay? I don't know if Sprite can get over 5,900. Period. In that situation. They could Goddess me, but they can only take one. I can bring back one. Yeah, this feels like honestly, a pretty good position, because like no matter what they do, from this point onwards, I can just Nibiru them. Bang, 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 bang. Oh my god, is that Onibimaru's Soul Sweeper? Yeah, that's fine. Like, you get rid of... This has to tribute one other level, rank, or link monster, right? So if I Imperm... Oh, I can't target it! Fuck. My bad, I made a terrible mistake. They don't have anything that's like scary. Right? I mean, I can still Nibiru if I want to as well. If they do anything freaky. Which I don't think they can. If they had Zeus, now would have been the time to have made the other guy and not this fella. Attacked into Punk Jam Dragon Drive, made Zeus. Because this at best puts off his death by like 1 turn, right? At best. Does she not negate any monster effect? Which one are you talking about? Carrot? Or Psychic End Punisher? Is Psychic End Punisher a she? Carrot. Carrot is spell trap cards, right? Yeah. Carrot is spell trap cards. Hi Yubel, how's it going? Speaking of Yubel, did you see the new Yubel cards? I'm sure you did. They seem kinda brazy. Yeah, it's red. Why is like the pink one carrot and then the orange one red? I will never know. They are waiting for the big eagle. They might be. They actually might be. They are waiting a long ass time. They might be timing out because they're mad. They seem pretty cool though. The new Yubel cards, the fact that it's 1+ effect monsters is hilarious to me. Speaking of hilarious, I'm just gonna Nibiru this guy at the end of his turn. Anyone got some Sacred Beast cards? Buy the structure deck. Don't they have like Sacred? I own the Sacred Beast structure deck. Buy the Sacred Beast structure deck. You get everything you need. Unironically, pretty decent structure deck actually. Yeah, I guess I'll drop it now. Stop them from getting anything. Yeah, that's what I thought. Yep. Didn't know they were still about. Surely you can find them somewhere. I would hope. I would hope they're still available somewhere. They can't be that old, can they? When did that deck come out? It can't have been that long. It can't have been that long ago. Copium. Copium, it couldn't have been that long ago. Oh my god, it actually... Oh no, wait a second, it was probably ages ago. I was gonna think, when did I get it? Probably I would have gotten it just after I came back from uni. Like during COVID. Ugh. It might have been longer ago than I would have liked to think. End phase. Incredible hand. That's what we like to see. Ladies and gentlemen, more of that, please. Normal Xiamen. Activate Xiamen. Add. This one specials from deck, yeah. Get Deer Note. Activate this card. Draw a card. Imperm. Activate Foxy Tune. Don't tribute. Huh? Uh-huh. What are you doing, pal? What are you thinking about here? Oh, Saranir the Foxy Tune? Okay. Yeah, let me know if they still have any. Hi, Fluffy Bottoms, how are you? I think I ditched the birth. Special summon this gamer. Activate this gamer. What does this gamer say? Can make a second attack. A wagon. Okay, activate you. I'll show you Ogre Dance. I'll special summon this guy. Activate you. Banish this one. Did I miss lethal? Hang on a second, I missed lethal. Okay, never mind. I thought I was being clever, but I literally just missed lethal. Never mind. Okay, whatever. Oh wait, no, I didn't. Hang on, no I didn't. Wait a second, we might be okay. Hang on. Everything could work out. Grab you. You and you make Dragon Drive. Dragon Drive activate. Dino activate. Let me just read what this says real quick. Yeah. Bring him back. Prage no Nibiru. Prage no Nibiru. Just got home from the grocery store. Last time I went to go shopping, I bought these like things that have been advertised loads on the TV, and it's like this like chocolate milk in a can stuff. And it's like insanely good. It tastes so nice. And then you make Pep. Anyway, I'm a huge fan. I should have given that attack to Amazing Dragon, but whatever. Oh, I still can. Never mind. I'm crazy. Anyway. I think this was lethal even without the other guy. Oof. I love Amazing Dragon. God, what a cool card. What just a neat card. When your opponent bricks. What the hell are they playing to have bricked that badly? They just skipped turn 1? Thank you for the follow. Is that Listian? How did they brick with this? They probably opened this. Red Reboot, maybe? A couple of these? Oh, actually, yeah, I can see how you would brick with this. This seems like not a good list. Why run the 47? Is my question in that situation. Bastion. I see. That's a neat way of putting it. That's a neat way of writing that name. We've run into a couple of people with just cool ways of doing it. Like Atlas, where it was the numbers 80, then LS. So I was like, ATLS? Welcome in. Weird name. And then I realized Atlas, because AT sounds like the letters A and T. My god, people are geniuses. We're up against exclamation point, exclamation point, exclamation point, exclamation point. Exclamation point. A famous duelist. I hope they do something. Actually, that's even better. That's actually better than I was planning. Might this actually be the month that we push for it? That we push for the Masters? Would be nice to get these people off my back. I renamed myself because I saw someone called Blunt. That's really funny. Very stupid. Really funny though. Oh my god, did you see that reward? Did you see the reward for Duel 500 times in ranked? It was a single ticket. Pathetic. How have you been though? I've been great. I've been good. I say that. I've been exhausted. I'm not gonna lie. I've done like nothing today. I woke up, did my morning work stuff, did nothing for, God, like 9 hours? That was it. Congrats on your 500th duel. Here's your legacy normal. Yeah. Brutal. Do they have... Was that the max duelist one? That's so sad. Damn, that's so sad. There's no more win ranked duels. But I mean, look at this, right? Look at this. Picking the world's winners correctly gave you 3 packs. This is crazy value. Hey. All I'm saying is, if you get all the way to duelist level 36... you get 1 legacy pack for it. This is such a small amount. Some people got 2k gems. Oh, good for them. Good for them. I got fucking VWXYZ Dragon Catapult Cannon. Okay? That's what I got. You get such a small amount. I got Curry Babylon. Damn. The fucked up thing is, I think I've already gotten like 3 other VWXYZ Dragon Catapult Cannons from the legacy packs. Oh my god, guys, if you max out at level 50, the highest duelist level you can get, do you know what your reward is? That's right, 1 legacy pack. Why would they do that? 1? Not even like 10? 1 legacy pack. So based. Honestly, do you know what that makes me think about? Yeah, like, it should be an icon. For reaching max level, it should be like a banner around your thing. At least a title. All the botted accounts would have it. That'd be really funny. At least a title. Right? At least. Do you like that? I have a couple. Let me hit you up with both of them. So you saw already. You know, a banger, a classic. But then, you know, we don't discriminate because we also... So we got everything you need, honestly. Yeah, titles are like the worst thing ever. I don't even remember what my titles are. I think one of my titles are Follow Me. On twitch.tv, by the way. Like, you get a Crown from activating trap cards. Banishing your opponent's cards, you don't get anything really. You get Destroyer for decking out your opponent. Lord of Britsville, that's your title. Thank you. Also, hi Miri. Thank you for the posture check and hydrate. In Duel Links, you can get tickets to get specific cards. Yeah, the you can get like the Dream UR stuff. I mean, honestly, I would accept getting a free UR or SR of my choice from the Legacy Pack, right? Because if we look at the Legacy Pack stuff. In our Legacy Pack, cards included. Like, I would like a Galaxy Tomahawk before it gets banned. I got a Royal Rare IP Alt Art in 2 single pulls. Yeah, well, you also got banned in a single sentence on my chat. How's that? That's crazy, right? That's insane that happened. I now I've learned how to do this. It's so much power. It's so much power. I can't resist. It's so good. But yeah, like, yeah, so insensitive, honestly. To be fair, I haven't tried to pull for her. I used the free pack and that was it. I'd like a Galaxy Tomahawk. I'd like a Stealth Kraken. I have like 9 of this guy. I'd take a Cicada King. I take this guy, honestly. I have like 12 Gatling Dragons. I have so many of this one. Sorry, I suggest okay, singles, I'll look into it. I've got loads of this one. I'd love the new Trish. I'd love A to Z Dragon Buster Cannon. This is such a stupid one. I love it. The only way you can make those legacy packs work is if you're allowed to scrap them. God, if I could get rid of legacy UIs, I'd be so rich. I'd be so rich. I have so many. And I'm about to get more. Watch this. Finally. Just what I wanted. I'd have the ability to make so much. Yeah, like, I could make so much. I could craft so many staples that I've been putting off crafting. I'd have 3 triple tactics talents. You know it. I guess if I want to do just the worst stall of all time, I can try that, so that's fun. Oh my god, I could bring back my Tindangles stall deck. Although I think I got rid of Acute Cerberus. Yeah, it's great. The amount you get. You can get some ridiculous... Like, there's some good ones. There's so many bad ones. That's my first Gyakugire panda. Sorry. Out of stock on TCG Player? That's so sad. Ida 10, the Conquering Star, or the Conqueror Star. I don't know. This guy's like a... interesting dude. Alright, I'll do a single. I'll do a single. I don't care. I'll do a single. I'll get... Look at that. I'll get that. Or I'll get Redoer. If I get her or Redoer, I won't complain. What decks do you use? I use so many. I think I'm literally maxed out on my deck slots right now. I mean, I'll take Tornado Dragon. Okay. Sure. Alright, I'll do one more. Awful. What the hell? Nero is baiting me? Nero baited me. Confirmed. I'll do one more. I'm literally a psychopath. I'll do one more. I'll do one more single. Are you serious? Another nothing? Oh, my hand slipped. My hand slipped. See? Oh! That's crazy. Hi, IP Masquerena. Thanks for showing up. Be on the right side. S-Force Chase. S-Force Razor. IP Masquerena. You know what? That's fine. I've been putting off crafting Time Thief Redoer for so long. That's fine. I'll happily take that. We actually got 2 really good UIs from that, so I'm Gucci. We're Gucci. I'll take it. No, all IP. I've got old IP. I love her too. I love her equally. She's got more tummy on that one, so it's fine. I'll just craft the waifu. You can't craft the alt art. You cannot craft the alt art. You can only pull the alt art. I crafted the old one ages ago, so I was hoping to get the alt art, but I'll take Redoer. I'll take Redoer and Tornado Dragon. No, can't craft alt art. It's the same with if you missed alt art Nightmare Unicorn, you can't get that anymore. And alt art Eldritch, you can't get that anymore. This is your own. This is your only chance. Old IP doesn't have her learner's permit. She's doing her best. She's a delivery girl, apparently. I wonder, what does this icon say? It doesn't even say anything. It doesn't say anything. Unfathomable. Follow me. Oh, details. There we go. I'm one of the few people that have this icon. Memories of intersecting duels. An icon given to duelists who fought through the duels of 4 minds in an alternate universe. The experience gained in that battle is invaluable and can be utilized in any world. When is the last day Cross Duels is available? I have it too. Like, we're twins. We're twinsies. When is the last day? September sometime. Okay. What I really want to do, which I think would be really funny, is see if on like the last day we can just get loads of people to play it. Like, I don't even know if you can possibly do a cross duel tournament. I have no idea how the system works. But if we can like set up, even if it's just like one where we just set up like a 4-player thing, there's just 4 of us and we're in like a Discord call or something, and we just play cross duel, I think would be really funny. The last time anyone ever gets to do it. You know, I used to stream cross duel an okay amount. Head night, I see you, Bastion. It was nice meeting you. Also, thank you for the follow, Army of Stars. Welcome in. Last day is September 4th. Ooh. Apparently I wasn't following yet. SMH, this is why I'm blocking you on all my accounts. I'm sorry, it's just how it has to be. Speaking of, was your new model thing yet? Is that yet? Did that happen? Did that occur? Calling out people. Yeah, exactly. I will call out people in chat 100% of the time. It was today, just ended an hour ago, so I missed it. You're telling me that I missed it? Well, well, you know what? That's fine. I don't think it's a big deal. I am in fact telling you missed it. Unfortunate. More like face tone. More like... Am I right, fellas? That's right. More zingers like that. I'll definitely take a look. I'm definitely going to take a look. How's stream so far? I was actually just going to end. I was just about to end, actually. We were originally doing a conspiracy theory iceberg, and then I was gonna... We played a bit of Yu-Gi-Oh! And then I was about to end talking about other things. And if it was fun, it was fun. And we're gonna raid a fun guy. If I take a peek. Oh god, okay, here we go. Here we go. I want to hear this. It's thinking about it.
Asterisk, 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 boy. This game has been a milestone to the 3D monsters for YE. Really love the models and the custom attack animations for every monster. Also, the gameplay remembered me a lot of the origins of Yu-Gi-Oh! I really miss this and can't stand the speed of the actual Master Duel version. It's more entertaining if the winner isn't decided by the coin throw for who may start the game. This said, it also was a huge game changer to make Hyo a 4-player battle royal, since this also allowed non-meat.
Why did I go like Irish at the end there?
Well, what about everyone who invested in their game? I guess asterisk, asterisk, asterisk.
Hi, One Piece.
I just spent 2400 gem and got nothing. No SR, no you a greedy Konami. FKI'd their own game with their greed. Not enough gems, and everything feels so expensive. Literally the only reason they made this game is to steal our money, and they expect us to play it and love it, and give them all our money. I know I didn't spend a single penny. But so what? They mad because I enjoyed the game for free anyway. This game is better than DLD.
And that's so what? I love that so much. I will stop throwing coins. Instead, I will throw you over to someone else's stream, as a matter of fact. To Vanilla Scoops. One of my top 10 favorite scoops. Top 10 favorite vanillas as well. An actual great gamer. Streamer Mez VT cheers. So true. Anyway, I'm raiding Vanilla Scoops now. Say hi from me to Vanilla Scoops. I will also say hi to Vanilla Scoops, because I'll be there. You know what? Yeah. I'll be there if you want to leave a raid message for Pal. If you don't, like, I guess... I don't know, say hi balls, say balls. Yeah, say balls. Just type the words balls in chat. Say that in chat. Okay. Thank you all for coming. Bye-bye. Bit of a weird stream today, but yeah. Bye-bye. Say squares. Yeah, piss him off. Yeah, piss him off by saying squares are better. Yeah. That's what I'm talking about.